it's been forever.
They love us in Orlando. Some people, it's like a second home to me. Some people would call it my first home.
So we both flew in this morning, early afternoon.
Yep.
We got to enjoy some palms, some 85 degree weather. It's sunny, it's beautiful. We both just came from places where it snowed. It snowed up in New York this week.
It snowed in Michigan. I'll tell you, so I spent a little bit of time living in Florida in 2018, 2019. And one thing that I saw this time around that I didn't see so much of last time around was squirrels. When I lived in Florida 5 years ago, it was purely iguanas. And I have seen squirrels instead this time. So I just want to celebrate that.
I don't know the backstory there, but is it good?
Well, I like squirrels more than I like. I don't know if it's
iguanas
good
can get nasty, yeah.
But the squirrels are certainly cuter.
So I'm going to be up on stage with Chris Johnson talking about the CompTIA Trustmark. We've had a lot of success with them this year. CompTIA's had almost 1,000 members sign up for the Trustmark.
Yep.
We've been pushing them through our platform, getting them ready to get certified for that CompTIA Trustmark.
Yep.
So I'm going to be doing that. We got a booth.
We've got a booth, 105. It's too late for you to come see us now if you're watching this now, but 105 is the booth number.
If they wait a minute, they can see.
It's true. You will see that. I'm sure they will see. And what we're also going to be doing, which you're going to get to see a lot of, is we're going to be asking, we've got a list of questions. So obviously you guys watching this either came to IT Nation and interacted with us, big thumbs up, we high-fived, we maybe even showed your content on this video and you're looking back and watching and enjoying it, or you didn't get to come and you're checking this video out to get to see what happened.
And this is a virtual event too, right? So there's a lot of content available online.
Great point. So we've got a list of questions here. We're going to run through them. We're going to answer some of them ourselves, and then we're also going to run through them with the folks at IT Nation and give you guys a whole view at what was. So we'll run through those now, and
you want to take the first one?
I would like to take the first one. The first one is, where did you travel from this week?
I came from upstate New York, where I said it was snowing.
There you go.
I'm looking forward to the weather, but at the end of the week, I got to go back to the cold.
There you go. How do you price security in your practice?
Yeah, that's a good question. We're in the business of helping practices sell cybersecurity.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different strategies here. I think you like good, better, best, right?
I like good, better, best because it's simple, it's straightforward, it's easily digestible.
I know some people that say, well, there's just one package, you have to have security and take it or leave it, or we don't.
That's a good package.
Yeah, that works.
The one that you have to have.
It particularly works if you're targeting customers that all look the same and you have the right security for all of them, because they're all the same businesses, same risk profile.
Dental office.
Yeah, my favorite.
The
the dental office example. They're all the same. All right, what else we got here?
What was the most exciting thing you saw at IT Nation? I'm going to answer for you, Matt. I think it's going to be your time on stage. I think that's going to probably be the most exciting.
That's going to be exciting for you?
I think it's probably going to top the whole thing.
More than the squirrels.
Well, I mean, if a squirrel gets on stage at IT Nation, you're going to have some rival competition, but it's certainly more than the squirrel.
So it's fun getting to talk to people about the Trustmark. I'm looking forward to that. I got a bunch of buddies that are going to be on stage too, so I can't wait to see all their talks. But
Wayne, right?
Yeah, Wayne Selk over at CompTIA ISA, he's going to be on stage too. One of our co-founders, Kinchner.
Oh,
yeah, he's doing a talk.
I knew that and I had forgotten, and I'm glad you reminded me because I'm going to make sure to go.
Yeah,
that's going to be awesome.
I got a buddy that's doing. He's going to be doing guerrilla video all around the event. He's going to put ours to shame, I think.
He's pretty good at that type of thing.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll run to Brian.
Yeah.
And Mike, right?
Yep.
All right. So, what's the thing you thought you knew and you found out this week that you were wrong.
Man, I think that obviously it's too soon to say, but I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of things that I learned this week. I mean, this is going to be a very educational week on this end.
All right. And what was your favorite talk? Which, by the way, are all available digitally, so you get to watch the favorite talks.
I don't have a favorite talk yet, but I mean yours.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure it's going to be yours. And I'm sure if you ask me that question, it's going to be yours.
Way to raise the stakes. So, how much security is too much security? You had an opinion on this.
Yeah. I'm going to do my best to deliver it effectively here. I think that...
Well, we should just tell the story, right?
Well, yeah.
Well, it was your story.
Which
Zach got locked out today.
I got locked out a couple of times.
Zach got locked out.
I got locked out a couple of times, and really due to my own mistake, I forgot my own password, which is like...
Well, we all do that.
Well, I forgot my own password. And we were talking about, well, how much security is too much, and I like your perspective because you're a security-focused person, which is as much as they can handle.
As much as you can tolerate.
As much as they can tolerate, probably.
Yeah.
And I'm of the mind that the right amount of security is the amount of security that still allows for the main function of the business or the goal of the business to be executed. So in my eyes, what that means is if your goal is to produce marshmallows and you have a level of security around the process of producing marshmallows, if you have so much security in that you're
slowing the marshmallow line?
You're slowing the marshmallow line down to failure of production, you have to relook at what you're doing. And that's in my opinion, and maybe, as you go through and as you look at different, if it's marshmallows, you could probably be you can let the line...
It's a great example, but it is a balancing act.
Yeah.
One of my first enterprise environments was a factory, and let me tell you, when there's a security problem that leads to the line being down in the factory, you are losing a lot of money per hour, and you will never get it back.
Never. That time's not coming back.
Yeah. You've lost that production forever. On the other hand, slowing it down. So that's the other side of the equation. Or just creating cost, right? We got one more here.
Oh my gosh, what's your favorite food?
I think tonight I'm partial to tacos.
Who's not partial to tacos?
Should we ask them about tacos instead? We'll leave it open.
I think maybe the question's what's your favorite food / how do you do your tacos?
Okay, let's do it.
I mean, how there's so many: hard shell, soft shell, tostada, cheese, beans.
We'll
meat?
find out. You're popping a bubble here. All right.
See you guys out there.
Yeah. We'll be back in a few minutes.
I'm a VCIO for GB Tech in the Houston area.
I'm Kazarich, company's Deep Instinct. My name's Rob Gelsinger. I'm CEO of Secure Network Services.
MSP is about 120 people, and we are now PE backed. And
I'm Yarid. I work for Norco Tech in Maryland. I live in Nashville. This is my maybe 7th IT nation.
Started a new job with a partner, so he brought me in to do implementations for ConnectWise. Trying to learn the industry, learn the ropes, so first time out here.
Hi Dawn, how
Hi.
are you?
Very well, thank you, and you?
I'm doing well.
So we're neighbors at IT Nation. Tell me about Hackware.
Hackware is an AI-driven security awareness platform. We make it easy to automate your tedious phishing simulations and security awareness tasks with our platform. So we're really excited to be here. This is our first time being here, and I'm glad that I have you as our neighbor.
From Houston, Texas.
Houston.
Yes.
New York City.
All
Oh,
right.
you came from New York.
I live here actually. The company's in New York.
Oh,
I live
company's in New
Tampa.
York, but you traveled from here. Anyone from New York come?
There will be tomorrow.
Okay.
It's based out of Lakeland, Florida.
Down from Western New York.
Western New York, so like Buffalo area or what?
Rochester area.
Rochester, okay.
I'm from New Jersey.
I live in Nashville.
From Tampa.
Okay.
So nice, easy 2-hour flight.
Pennsylvania.
Remind me what part of Pennsylvania.
We're in South Central, right around Harrisburg.
Okay. I was
Expecting. What are you hoping to see?
Honestly, I had no idea. I have a friend of mine that's been to about 4 of them, so I asked him, hey, what do I expect at IT Nation? He told me it's Comic-Con for MSP nerds.
There you go.
And it's perfect. I love it.
What are you most excited about learning or keying into?
Just seeing what the industry is doing kind of post-COVID. I haven't come back to IT Nation since 2020, so I haven't actually been here in 3 years.
Okay.
So actually seeing everyone and just what's changed, what they're looking at. Obviously, cybersecurity is the biggest focus in the industry as a whole, hence this event and others. But yeah.
What about AI most excites you?
So being on the HR and finance side of things, I am very excited to see what kinds of tools can be put into place to help, predicting some of the budget type of stuff. A lot of just taking the legwork out of doing that kind of work for HR and finance. It's really, take some of the tedium out, I think.
Any talks that you saw or that you're looking forward to? That I think a lot of these are available online.
So the talk that I'm actually about to go to is the Women in Technology talk. So I'm about to go see what's going on, what are we, focused on. So I'm really interested in that talk. But I love hearing what the partners are saying, that they're really getting out of it, and they're really loving the conversations around cybersecurity, around compliance. They're loving those conversations. They're trying to figure out also how they can take automation back into their organization. So that's been another thing that I've been seeing as a big topic, but many partners are trying to just continue that conversation with us.
Is there a specific talk that you're most excited about seeing?
Cybersecurity.
Favorite talk or one that you're looking forward to?
I am looking forward to tomorrow. There's a quote to cash process, and I'm in operations. So to see within ConnectWise that full lead all the way to final invoicing and just seeing their guidelines for it.
Great. All right.
Quite honest with you, we allow a third-party vendor to handle that for us. We have a partner that's SOC 2 certified and everything else.
So you use a partner?
Right.
So we're actually a software provider. We're endpoint solution.
Okay.
Actually, we're the only deep learning endpoint solution in the world.
Per endpoint then?
And then we have another product that is for agentless. It's funny, we don't do it the way that we used to. We used to do it as a line item for every product, and what that did was it created a nightmare. Every time we had to deal with a new solution, we would price it by product as opposed to doing cybersecurity as a service. So about 3 years ago, we started bundling cybersecurity as a service, and we basically build a custom solution for every client based on what their compliance requirements are, what their cyber liability insurance says, what different things, measurable metrics that they have to meet in order for cyber insurance or for their compliance requirements, and then we basically build that solution and then sell it to them at a fixed cost.
So really bespoke for the client.
Yeah, we don't want it to be, I don't want to have to every time we have a problem, and it, something like Log4j or one of these big things that comes out to threat, if we have to go back and say, hey, by the way, we need to add threat locker, or we need to add this, or we need to add that, and it's going to be this much more per seat, we don't do that. We don't want to do that. We want to have the flexibility and the ability to make those changes on the fly without the customer even knowing.
Well, see, I just work on the event side of yeah, like I love bringing MSPs and vendors together, so that's what we focus on, community. But talking about cybersecurity, we do have our Community Minds events that focus on education and value to the MSP, so that would be a good workshop topic. So maybe y'all can come to our Community Minds and do an education session workshop on how to price cybersecurity.
No.
There's no such thing.
Our users can't function. Never matter of handling it in a way that is non-ability to work, and it causes, I talk about a heart monitor. Back in the day when we first started, it was
you know, the big high arcing blips on a like, and whoa, you know, we're not a patient, flatline, you know, so we want them to act I want them to have non-existent from that, from them to know that if they do have a monitoring response 24/7. So response for things like ransomware, everything.
Such thing, I think.
No such thing.
Cool. Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Mario is going to help. I help close the knowledge gap. Make a lot of small. Just seeing the years have seemed to be slower, you know, after COVID and everything.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
seems to be more people here.
When you're doing that, you're basically learning how to be better at what you do and actually make the channel better, because it actually challenges them to come up with better solutions for us, because we know what our clients' needs are by collaborating, and we're able to challenge the vendors to be able to produce better quality products for us to deliver.
People in the network. Great. Is there a specific? What's that?
People with similar environment IT would do the same thing for everybody.
I'm really just here to learn. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot that I need to learn, including what I do and do not know.
Sure. Fair
So
enough.
all the people talking about different systems and all the different vendors and their products. It's just a big learning experience for me.
Probably attended like 10 IT Nations throughout the years. It's the best event of the year to come and network and meet new people and see old friends and kind of finish off the year before the holidays. So.
What was your favorite thing about this one?
Oh, I mean, it has to be the community block party that we had last night with Sugar Ray and Better Than Ezra and Tonic, and it's just it's a whole bunch of vendors coming together and throwing a kick-ass party for the community, and so yeah, we love that ConnectWise supported it, and so that was my favorite part. But now that that's over and can relax today, it's all about just chatting with people and.
The solution pavilion, just all the different ideas and thoughts, and being in the IT world, there's a lot of things, but when you're in there, it really hits you just how many different solutions there really are.
Yeah.
Honestly, the networking is really the best part every year. I do like that there is, of course, some focus on AI this year, because that's obviously prevalent right now, kind of important.